happening in your own life. Think about experiences. Maybe you've gone camping recently, you've been outside. On the whiteboard, I'm just going to put a couple minutes up there. List as many different chemical reactions that you've observed in your everyday life. Okay, whenever I cook meals, every time I eat. Let's get some other examples up there. What else? Melting an ice cube. That would be a physical change, not a chemical reaction. But think about some other stuff. What about when you garden? Throwing wood into the fire, the core of the sun. Yeah. Anybody barbecue this weekend? Yeah, anytime you get a chemical burn or a sunburn, that's a chemical change happening to your skin. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, good. But these are all good ones. Every time you light a match, every time you have a fire when you go camping, every time you chew food up, carbohydrates, your saliva breaks those things down. Yeah, those are all, every time you look at your grass growing in your yard, photosynthesis is taking place, and you're you're watching a chemical reaction. Plants dying, you're watching a chemical reaction. So it's everywhere. It's happening all the time. Chemical reactions are taking place to allow us to see the screens on our computers. So it's everywhere. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to watch this video. I'm going to pop it into chat really quick. It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And give me a green check when you're done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about it really quick and talk about what you observed. Got some folks who might be watching. Okay, so what did you notice in the video? What happened? In chat, what happened? So there were reactants, and they made products. And what did they do? You said they froze the water. And do you remember the name? It started with an E. Do you remember the term that they used to describe that type of reaction? Do you remember? Was it exo or was it something else? Yeah, it was endothermic, meaning it required heat for the reaction to take place, which means we feel cool. And so that froze the water. And so the other one, Daphne, that you mentioned was exothermic. What is exothermic? Anybody remember what that means? It's the opposite of endothermic. Yeah, it releases heat. So anytime you burn something, that's an exothermic reaction. Heat is a byproduct. And so the reason why these terms are important is because anytime we notice a temperature change after two things mixed together, that is a pretty good sign that there's a chemical reaction taking place. So it's a pretty good indicator that there's a chemical reaction taking place. All right. So which ones? Now let's take a look at this. We have isooctane and oxygen reacting to produce carbon dioxide and water. Can someone tell me what on this left side over here, are these reactants or are these reactants? Which side are the reactants on? Yeah, Alex, good job. So the reactants are always on the left, and here we're just trying to um, get you familiar with what these all look like. And then what is this over here? What do we call these? On the right hand side, what do we call those? Yeah, these are our products. And this symbol right